overcome fear. It is such a prominent topic that we talk about on Power Women because there are a lot of female entrepreneurs that think they can do something, but they're afraid. They're afraid of failure, and some are afraid of success.
Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I talk about. First, the fear of failure, and then I can talk about the fear of success, because that is rampant with women.
So interesting.
But the fear of failure first. I say to stop staring at metaphorical alligators. Now, what I mean by that is, if you have a plank above like an alligator-filled like quarry, and you have to walk across the plank, and you know that there are alligators down below. If you find yourself looking at the alligators, you're going to feel off balance. But if that same plank were just on solid ground, and you weren't like distracted by the fear of alligators, you could walk across that plank very easily. So you have to stop yourself from staring at all the metaphorical, all your fears. And you can do that. Your supporting plank is what you have going for you, what your signature strengths are, to keep that in mind every time fears pop up, and why you want it. So, and there's always a way if you're like really fully committed to it. And the other thing I say, because I wrote a book called How to Succeed in Business Without a Penis. One of my things is that a woman doesn't need a penis to succeed, just balls. And it's about being ballsy, and then I wrote a sequel called Ballsy. And I give an example in that book about the first thing I learned when I learned how to windsurf was actually not how to windsurf, I learned how to fall. So the windsurfing instructor said, if you're going to land on your face, land like this, your back like that, your side like this. So I knew whatever happened to me when I was up on the windsurf, that I would land okay. I would be all right. So I could take more risks, have more fun, and just enjoy the windsurfing. So if you also get yourself to know that no matter what happens to you, you're going to land okay.
What about success, fear of success, which I think is huge.
Yeah.
Right? What's that about?
Well, I've written about this actually also in How to Succeed in Business Without a Penis. I call it keeping down with the Joneses syndrome. A lot of women are afraid if they rise up too high and they have a lot going on for them, that they're going to intimidate not just men, but fellow girlfriends. And women, we love to bond, and we're so afraid of standing up too high. That's why it's keeping down with the Joneses syndrome. So we don't want to intimidate men. We have fear of being our full self. And a lot of us feel like, sadly, like we don't really deserve, imposter syndrome. So you have to get yourself out of that and recognize that you want to be around people that want you to grow into your best possible self. And in fact, a lot of my theories on happiness come from Aristotle, and he really believes that really why we're here on this planet, what happiness is all about, is to bloom into your highest potential. So if you stop yourself from growing, if you keep down with the Joneses, then you're not going to be able to be your fullest, happiest self.